So what's the deal with domestic violence restraining orders, and why is the California legislature making them so hard to defend against? There's been a number of changes in the domestic violence restraining order laws. So the Domestic Violence Prevention Act, the DVPA, is what controls the domestic violence restraining order area. And one of the big changes that I've seen recently is they've changed whether or not you can get attorney's fees if you're the prevailing party and if you're the respondent, meaning that you're the person that's been served with a restraining order. So what the law used to say is that the prevailing party, whoever it is, whether you're the petitioner asking for the restraining order or the respondent defending against it, the prevailing party could get awarded attorney's fees so long as the other side has the ability to pay. And that often was a great way to incentivize both parties to resolve, because I represent a lot of respondents in these domestic violence restraining orders, and oftentimes what we would say to the opposing side is, we feel like we're gonna win, we're very confident we're going to win, and when we do, we're gonna ask for a motion for attorney's fees so that you have to pay our attorney's fees for winning this trial. California has made that a lot more difficult. So now what the law says under California Family Code 6344 is that if you're the responding party and you beat the restraining order, meaning the restraining order gets denied after a hearing, you can only get attorney's fees if you prove that the other side filed it frivolously, or filed it with an intent to abuse, or filed it with an intent to delay. So the court now has to make a finding. If you're the person that's defending against the restraining order and you win, the court now has to make a finding that the other party was frivolous in their filing, and that's very difficult to prove. So it makes, on the defense side, defending against these restraining orders, it makes it a lot harder. On the other hand, if you're the petitioner and you file this restraining order and you win, and your restraining order gets granted, your motion for attorney's fees is mandatory. It says, the law says now that the court shall award attorney's fees to the prevailing petitioning party so long as the other side has the ability to pay. That's a significant change. Whereas before it was permissive, now if you're the petitioner and you win, it's mandatory.